past year of our lives has been controlled by a pandemic that has been life-altering and utterly destructive. But we've been controlled by something else as well. An epidemic of greater proportion has been gnawing at our way of life since 1994. This was the year the first smartphone was created, and since then, slowly but surely, we have been consumed by what's behind our screens. Over the past 2 decades, our world has changed much more quickly than in human history. With advancements in technology and science, possibilities have become endless, although these changes have disconnected us and changed the way we interact as people. As a species, and specifically as a generation, we have lost the ability to have true conversation with one another. This is due to social media, because on social media, no one is who they really are. People fake who they are to get other people's acceptance. And when they don't get that, they get addicted, like with alcohol or nicotine. And on social media, you can't be who you really are because all you want to do is be what other people want you to be. And that's how you get people's acceptance. But you don't want people to accept you that way. You want people to accept you the way you are. Otherwise, what's the point in being friends with them? The crux of the issue breaks down to this acceptance. When people aren't accepted, that's when they change who they are. I recently watched a documentary called The Social Dilemma. In this documentary, former employees of major social media corporations like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok revealed to us algorithms that they use to get us on our phones more. They are really trying to control us, and they use the best methods to do so. It's really scary, but there's nothing we can do, and most people are actually okay with it. I remember when I was growing up, there weren't many times where I was not either outside or with friends. I wasn't consumed by technology like I am today. I would rarely call people, and if I would call them to make a play date or something. Now, I only call people if it's something really important or if it's my mom. Otherwise, I'll just stick to texting or Snapchatting people. I really wish we could go back to a time when we weren't consumed by these social media apps and our phones. A time when we were connected to one another truly and could actually be with one another without being controlled by our phones. But that's not possible because that's not who we are as a society anymore. The change that has been made is really hard to reverse, and there's no way that we can do this if we continue using these social media apps the way that we're using them. They connect us, but not in the way that we intended. They connect us with our friends, and they really helped us during our quarantine. But now we're out in the world, and we need to learn how to be with each other in person like we used to be. The time of getting to know people in person did end, but we can bring that back. We don't need to be the mindless zombies that we've become. We don't need to chase other people's acceptance because of how they are on social media. We all know that's fake, but we believe it still. We believe everything people post is their life. But that's not how it is, and people choose to ignore that fact. Change is going to occur no matter what we do, but if we don't make the correct changes, we will only be making things worse.